This episode is largely set in a flashback. Flashbacks in DC series have always made me crazy, but in this instance, they serve a vital purpose in illuminating Sofia Falcone. Additionally, it works because Milioti is simply highlighting this character. We relive the events that led her to Arkham, including who placed her there and what she had to do to merit it. This brings us back to a time before the Riddler, before the water, when Carmine Falcone had not yet been killed. One of the most peculiar aspects of the show is this. Carmine was portrayed by John Turturro, however it seems that he was unable to reprise his role due to significant scheduling issues. Mark Strachan, who played Dr. Savannah in the first Shazam movie, and Sinestro and Ryan Reynolds' widely criticized Green Lantern, takes his position in the DC universe. I am unsure of my feelings on Strachan in this position. Although I have enjoyed him in a number of previous roles, this recasting makes it seem more like he is cosplaying Turturro than he is able to embody the character. But it's difficult to blame him. If the showrunners wanted to portray a Gotham set mafia story, they were essentially forced to include the character. He just seems a little out of place in every scenario he's in. He appears to be receiving close-ups and speaking lines while they attempt to conceal the fact that he is a separate actor. Sofia hasn't denied being referred to as the Hangman thus far. She hasn't resisted, even when she and her driver are alone. In fact, it's somewhat surprising when she's abandoned in Arkham with no blood on her hands. When Sofia learns that Carmine has strangled at least 7 women, including his wife, he puts her into Arkham and makes her a fall guy for his crimes. This episode feeds back into the Batman by making Carmine a true monster. However, it also explains Sofia's current situation and all of her actions. She spent 10 years in prison for the mere act of seeking justice for her mother, at a place where one needs fortitude and a strong resolve to survive on a daily basis. She awakens in the present day in the office of Julian Rush, her psychiatrist, whom we now know she met at Arkham. The chemistry between these two people is still incredibly unnerving. After Oz leaves her for dead with what is likely a concussion, she phones him, but he still comes across as a well-meaning jerk who wants to do the right thing for the wrong reasons. Although he believes Sofia when she claims innocence and wants to protect her, it also appears like he is attempting to mend her in order to win her love. After these delicate, private times, she pushes him away, both physically and emotionally. Therefore, he appears to be someone Sofia is taking advantage of. She must keep him at a distance for her own safety, even if she knows she can rely on him to some degree as someone who is not related to the Falcone family. Arkham as a whole feels as much like real Batman material as we've ever seen. Sofia's cell is adjacent to Magpie's, the thief. The fact that a few individuals with unique crime/vigilante names may serve as a simple reminder that, yeah, this is from a Batman comic is amusing. From the gloomy and clinical cafeteria to the antiquated orange-on-white uniforms, Arkham has more personality than most of the other sets the show has used. I thought, yes, this action is justified, as Sofia was rushing around the Falcone mansion in a yellow dress reminiscent of Beauty and the Beast in tampering with the gas mains. She gives a lengthy speech to her family about how she was treated during dinner the night before. There are lengthy shots throughout, but it's not a single image, and Milioti does a perfect job delivering the soliloquy. She wasn't broken by Arkham, rather, the asylum gave her the steel will and brutal perspective that have enabled her to face any opponent head-on. The treatment she received from her family as soon as she was released from Arkham is what broke her. Shooing the madman away somewhere out of sight was all everyone wanted to do. Send the awkward daughter to Italy so she won't cause any trouble. There is a cliffhanger left for us. Right now, I'm not really sure what the Falcone family's situation is. However, I am certain that I will love every scene in which Sofia appears. This feels like Sofia's show at the moment, even though it says Penguin on the tin.